What if everything you thought about this war just changed overnight? In a move that shocked military analysts and caught Russia off guard, Ukraine launched a powerful counteroffensive, reclaiming vast stretches of territory in a matter of days. But how did this happen so fast? And more importantly, what does this mean for the future of the war? Because this breakthrough isn't just a win, it could be a turning point. For months, the front lines in Ukraine barely moved. Both sides were locked in a brutal stalemate, fighting through trenches, artillery strikes, and constant drone surveillance. It had become a war of attrition, where progress was slow and losses were high. But then, suddenly, everything shifted. Ukraine flipped the script. This wasn't a random or rushed attack. It was carefully planned over time. Ukrainian forces were quietly gathering intelligence, identifying weak points, and systematically targeting Russian supply lines. Ammunition depots, command centers, and logistics hubs were hit with precision strikes, slowly weakening Russia's ability to respond. At the same time, Western support gave Ukraine a major advantage. Advanced weapons, better training, and real-time intelligence allowed Ukrainian forces to prepare for something bigger. But the real game changer was deception. Ukraine managed to mislead Russian forces about where the main attack would happen. While attention was focused on one area, the real strike came from another direction entirely. And when it began, it came fast. Ukrainian units didn't just attack, they moved with speed and precision. Instead of getting stuck fighting heavily defended positions, they pushed through weaker sections of the front line, advancing rapidly into Russian-held territory. And that's where things started to fall apart for Russia. Defensive lines that were supposed to hold began to collapse. In several areas, Russian troops were forced to retreat quickly, sometimes leaving behind vehicles, weapons, and supplies. Town after town was retaken in a short period of time. This wasn't just a small victory, it was a massive shift in momentum. So why couldn't Russia stop it? One major factor was overconfidence. Russian forces believed their positions were strong enough to hold. But when faced with a fast and coordinated assault, those defenses weren't enough. Another issue was logistics. Supply lines were stretched, making it difficult to reinforce positions or respond quickly to the sudden breakthrough. And then there's morale. Reports suggest that many Russian units were not fully prepared for such an aggressive push. When pressure builds and coordination breaks down, even large forces can struggle to hold their ground. All of this created the perfect conditions for Ukraine's success. The reaction around the world was immediate. Western leaders praised the operation, calling it a clear sign that continued support is making a difference. Military experts described it as one of the most effective counteroffensives in recent times. But beyond the headlines, this moment carries deeper meaning. It shows that the war is still dynamic, that even after long periods of stalemate, major changes can happen quickly. And it proves that Ukraine has the capability to reclaim more territory if the conditions are right. Now the big question is, what happens next? Will Ukraine continue to push forward and build on this momentum? Or will Russia regroup and attempt to regain control? Both sides are now entering a new phase of the conflict, a phase where speed, strategy, and adaptability will play an even bigger role. Because in modern warfare, it's not just about strength, it's about timing, coordination, and surprise. This breakthrough is more than just a battlefield success. It's a reminder that in war, nothing is permanent. Front lines can shift, strategies can fail, and outcomes can change when least expected. And as the situation continues to evolve, the world will be watching closely. Because moments like this don't just shape the course of a war, they shape history. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates like this. Stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.